Breaking news, Nigerians. They say wonder shall never cease to end. DSS spokesman said Emefiele is not in their custody. Nigerians. The Department of State Services (DSS) has denied arresting Mr. Godwin Emefiele following his suspension as the Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN). Social media report on Friday evening alleged that Mr. Emefiele was currently in the custody of the secret police. However, in a swift response on Saturday, the Public Relations Officer (PRO) of DSS, Mr. Peter Ifunanya, said in a tense statement that currently Emefiele is not with the DSS. National Accord had earlier reported that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had suspended the Central Bank Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, the CFR, from office with immediate effect. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, Senator George Akume, made this known in a statement on Friday in Abuja. According to the statement, Emefiele's suspension is square to the ongoing investigation of his office and the planned reforms in the financial sector of the economy. Mr. Emefiele has been directed to immediately hand over the affairs of his office to the Deputy Governor, Operations Directorate, who will act as the Central Bank Governor pending the conclusion of investigation and the reforms, the statement said. Okay, now that the DSS boss now said that the governor of Central Bank, Godwin Emefiele, is not in their custody. So where is Emefiele? Because it's everywhere that is with the DSS custody. Nigerians. Even Sahara reporters reported that suspended Central Bank Governor Emefiele, flown from Lagos to Abuja, then arrested while trying to flee Nigeria. Sahara reporters further gathered that the embattled CBN governor was fleeing Nigeria through the land border in Lagos when he was arrested by the DSS. More facts have emerged about how the Department of State Service (DSS) arrested Godwin Emefiele, the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. This is really very complicated now. Sahara reporters learned from top sources that that the DSS has flown Emefiele from Lagos to the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, after his arrest on Friday evening. Sahara reporters further gathered that the embattled CBN governor was fleeing Nigeria through the land border in Lagos when he was arrested by the DSS. Emefiele has been flown from Lagos to Abuja after the DSS arrested him. He was fleeing through the land border when he was arrested. He was arrested last night in Lagos, an authoritative source revealed. Sahara reporters had earlier reported that Emefiele's arrest came same day the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu suspended him from office with immediate effect. Sahara reporters had earlier reported that Emefiele was suspended square to the ongoing investigation of his office and the planned reforms in the financial sector of the economy, according to the release by Willie Bassi, the Director, Information, for the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume. Mr. Emefiele has been directed to immediately hand over the affairs of his office to the Deputy Governor, the Operations Directorate, who will act as the Central Bank Governor pending the conclusion of investigation and the reforms, the release further said. Sahara reporters in February reported how the DSS attempted to arrest Emefiele, but the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabor, shaded him by providing soldiers to guide his residence and office. The DSS had said it in testified its investigations in order to arrest and prosecute Emefiele on allegation of terrorism, financing, and fraud. Sahara reporters had also in January reported how Irabo meddled in the DSS investigation by providing cover for Emefiele, who returned to the country at the time from the United Kingdom and evaded arrest. The CBN governor had headed to his office with massive security, specifically military protection, following his return to the country. A senior DSS operative had recounted how the soldiers provided by the CDS countermanded the DSS officials who went to arrest Emefiele at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Had we not stood down our officers, there could have been a shootout between our men and the soldiers who had conducted off the area when the plane landed and escorted the CBN governor to his residence, he had said. Sahara reporters had also in February reported that new court documents obtained from the DSS indicted Emefiele for funding unknown gunmen terrorizing the southeast region of the country. The DSS investigation revealed that the Apex Bank governor funded the groups with resources he raised for his failed presidential bid in 2022 and diverted public funds. It added that the funds and the vehicles Emefiele had planned to use for his presidential campaign were channeled into the funding of unknown gunmen, the ESN, and the elements of IPOB, a proscribed organization. According to the secret police, Emefiele on several occasions in actions prejudicial to the security of the Nigerian state engaged in criminal conspiracy to divert government resources into suspicious acts of terrorism financing. He said the actions of the CBN governor were meant to subvert and sabotage the former president Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Nigerians, you've all heard it now. We can't keep on going on and on and on again. Now the question is, where is the CBN governor?